In our Abuja studios is Ngunan Adingi. She's the representative for Buruku constituency at the Benue State House of Assembly. Many thanks for joining us on the show at this time. Let's look at what you have been up to and trying to resolve concerning your state and the people of your constituency. You had a public hearing to address the clashes between the herdsmen and the farmers, where an open grazing prohibition bill is to be effected. And also, you had a proposed Benue State Anti-Grazing Board. How is this going to stop the killings in your place?
Well, the first thing is that if there's a problem, you need to find a solution. So if you're going to find a solution, you have to start to make policies in place and put systems in place. So the public hearing is actually a bid to try to get our people, the Benue State people, to tell us what they want. Because you cannot do a bill without the people's input. So I want them to tell us what they want in the bill. And if we're going to put that bill together, you're also going to need an agency to help you safeguard the systems and the laws you've put in place. So far, so good. We're getting feedback from the people of Benue State, and we've gone around the whole states. We've gone through the whole local governments, and today was supposed to be the final hearing date. And we're hoping that once we get all those memorandums together, we'll put it together, and then we can have a proper bill that will regulate what's happening to Benue State.
Colonel Yomidari has since joined me here in the studios. Many thanks also for joining us at this time. How do you feel that the protection of the farmers, especially in Benue State? You know that the attacks have been rife, they've been repeatedly done, and the concerns are that people don't feel very safe now. What's the next point of call?
Well, it's rather very unfortunate, the situation in which we find ourselves. This thing has been on, and I was listening to the state governor saying that they were going to lead, he was going to lead the people to get all the last herdsmen out of his state. Well, I don't think that would be the right solution as we speak. My take here is that the government has done a lot in security, and especially with the Boko Haram challenge. And this herdsmen issue is kind of taking the shine off the achievement. And a lot of conspiracy theories have popped up. And I think it's right time that the government, face security, not minding whose awe is God, and let them enforce law. That is just it. Whosoever is found wanting, found guilty in this regard, they should be dealt with.
Let's go to Abuja and talk to our Honorable Ngunan Adingi. She's still, thank you for staying through. Many thanks indeed. Now, you did talk about the efforts that this new prohibition bill brings and presents to your people in Benue State, and particularly in Buruku, as well as the latest place that have been attacked, also in Zakibiam. How will it protect the farmers who feel their interest is not properly captured in the heart of the reforms and the laws that you're enacting?
Well, actually, thank you very much. I like what Colonel Yemi said. He said, the problem in Benue State is not getting enough attention. And because it's not getting enough attention, it's taking the shine of what the government has been able to achieve with Boko Haram. And I quite agree with him. Our governor has done very well. He tries to go to the situations as soon as he finds them. He puts together a JT force. He puts together all the forces to be able to help the security situation and help the farmers. However, that is also not translating into what we want, because first and foremost, these people come from outside Benue State. I mean, they don't live in Benue State. So the first problem we're going to have is, if we do not protect ourselves, the federal government isn't really doing much, because Boko Haram have received a lot of attention because of the menace it costs. We have a situation here that we can take care of. We are leaving it unsung. I mean, we're not saying anything about it until it becomes a problem. So we need to do more. And if the situation is not helping us, everything so far is personal effort. The senators in our state, personal effort. The House of Assembly members, personal effort. The senator from Zombi, personal effort. Everything they're doing is personal effort. We have decided as a people to come back. And the House of Assembly has decided, okay, let's put a law together. If we put a law together, we should be able to get that law to say, hey, look, we're farmers. You can't come and graze in our land. From the creation of time, God created a landmass. It hasn't increased. That is the same landmass we have from 1960 to date. But the people have increased, and the farmers have increased. If we are talking about agriculture in the whole country, then Benue State should actually be preserved. Let our state be preserved for farming. We don't have land for grazing. And so we're putting together this law so that we'll be able to protect what we have. If we're able to protect our land, we'll be able to get our farmers to farm. So I'm very optimistic that if we put together this prohibition on open grazing bill,
maybe to just button there. Let's talk about the ranches and the system that your government is supporting. What is the policy direction, though, when the people are livid at this time from the killings and don't want the herdsmen anywhere around the state? This is a potential bloodbath, if you will put it at that. It is a potential bloodbath waiting to happen with reprisal attacks. And you do not want that to happen. You do, of course, remember that your governor is saying that it is, he does have limits to stopping his people from fighting back.
We do not want a bloodbath. And I want to remind you that last year, in Benue State, especially in Buruku, the constituency I oversight and I'm a member for, we had 19 killings. Benue people, nobody attacked anybody. The governor has told us in no clear terms that nobody should fight. If your land is encroached in, the cows have taken over, report. If the herdsmen feel that their cows have been killed, they should report. While our own people report, the herdsmen do not report. They take laws into their hands. They decide to kill. If you see the gory, the pictures of the kind of killings that get involved, it is annoying. But we still haven't even fought back. So while we're trying to obey what the governor is saying and the government is saying, the Fulani herdsmen, on the other hand, are not respecting it. Secondly, it is an offense to carry arms. These herdsmen have arms. And so far, we haven't even gotten any arrest. We haven't gotten an arrest for the killing. We haven't gotten an arrest for the arms carrying. So where do we go to? We need to protect our land. But like I say, even in the bid of protection, we are not fighting back. We've tried as much as possible not to retaliate. We have been told not to retaliate, and my people, especially the people of my constituency, we're not retaliating. If you heard, tomorrow, on Monday, we're going to have a mass burial of the people that were killed. Not one Fulani man has been killed. Not one cow has been killed. So it's not a bloodbath. While we are at the receiving end, we still are patient about it. But you know, sooner or later, patience is going to wear.
I want to thank you so much indeed for talking to us. I'm afraid that we're going to have to let it be at that point. Honorable Ngunan Ndingi, she represents Buruku constituency of the Benue State House of Assembly. Many thanks indeed for talking to us. You heard what she just said on the wide screen there. But of more concern is what must be done to prevent a likely situation whereby you have reprisal attacks.
That's a very tall one, because looking at the statistics of the activities of the incidents of killing by suspected herdsmen, I think Benue State is one state that has suffered collateral damage. I can really feel the governor and his people. That again brings to fore what some of us have been agitating for, and that is the issue of state police and community policing. Because these are measures that can really help curtail or contain this situation. Because if you look at it generally, between 2011 and 2016, over 3,000 people have been killed in one incident or the other. And yes, you can understand that the herdsman is so passionate about his cow, and he goes all over the place to graze. But again, because of the general insecurity, you find out that some bandits and terrorists have infiltrated their ranks, such that, and of course that accounts for the degree of hostility and the mindless killings that we have witnessed. So this has to stop.
I'll take that as your final word. Unfortunately, we have to leave it at that at this time. Okay. Colonel Yomi Dare, of course, a security consultant, and of course, Honorable Ngunan Adengi, representing Buruku constituency at the Benue State House of Assembly. Many thanks indeed for talking to us too, and to you for being part of the show. This is State of the Nation. Join us again, same time. I'm Gimba Umar. Bye for now.